Gotcha. Thanks for coming, Dad.
Sure did. Well, I always have time for my favorite girl. So, what's going on? You still having problems with that humorless husband of yours?
Dad, slamming Ross is about the last thing in the world I need right now.
I'm sorry.
No, I called you because I want to talk about you. I was worried about you.
Me? Why?
Mom's wedding. You don't have to put up a front for me.
I don't.
No, I know you.
You too.
But what is that supposed to mean?
Well, look, let me save you a little energy here, all right? Instead of your staring at me all night, expecting me to throw myself down on the floor and have a screaming fit and a tantrum and a run off into the night in agony over the departure of your mother from my life, let me assure you, I am finally and completely and totally over her.
You're giving up?
No.
No. You're just saying that because you don't want to deal with the pain.
No. Okay, listen to me. As romantic as it may seem to grieve eternally, it's not going to happen. What your mother did was very healthy, and I'm taking my cue from her.
You're giving up.
No, I'm not. I am moving on. You're not listening to me. I see that there's lots in my life to be thankful for. Got a lovely, smart, attractive daughter who worries about me incessantly. And while I may not always see eye to eye with her hubby, that's something that he's going to work out or it's not. And speaking of whom, where is he tonight?
I don't know. I guess it's business or something. It doesn't matter.
Now, listen, I know you, Chrissy. It matters a great deal.
I'm going to get the fish, Dad, because they said it was really good here.
Okay, so you're telling me there's absolutely nothing wrong between you and me?
What could be wrong?
Well, I couldn't have been too thrilled about your running after me at your mother's wedding.
Well, Ross is a traditionalist.
A kind way to put it. Now, come on. Level with me. I don't want to think that I'm causing any further tensions between
Oh,
you.
it's not you. It's that other thing.
What other thing?
That lying, calculating, infuriating thing on a short skirt. Oh, it seems to follow me wherever I go. Oh, here. Oh, thank you.
You are not to worry about Dinah.
Easy for you to say.
She can only get between you and Ross if you let her.
Ignore her. Be the blissful, happy stepmother while the child from hell shoots acid web into the nest.
She's just going through a rebellious stage, you know. Many young women do this before they settle down.
I was never like Dinah.
I never said you were, though it's curious that you interpreted what I said in that way.
It's not important. The important thing is Dinah's getting away with murder, and you can do something to stop it.
Me?
Yes.
Forget about it.
No, you know Victor. You can go down to that jail, and you can talk him into informing on her.
Okay, stop it. Stop it right now. You are letting this eat you up, and that's a crime. You have a husband, you have a future. You should be pouring all your energy into those things, not wasting your energy going after something that's just not there. And you know that I know what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry, Dad. We didn't talk about you yet. How are you?
Don't you do that. Come on. You do that all the time. This is not about me, and you know it. Okay, you want to know about me? I've been looking around my life, and I'm seeing what I've got instead of all the time seeing what I don't have. And besides the aforementioned beautiful, attractive, lovely, occasionally irritating daughter that I am sitting across from having a delightful dinner with, I also have a son, Hart, out there somewhere, and I'm going to find him, and I'm going to make up with him, and I'm going to tell him that he has a son. I'm going to get my family back together again.
Hart should know about Peter.
Listen, you know, I lost so much all those years I missed with you, and I don't want him to go through that.
Well, at least you get to spend time with your grandson now.
Yes, and I'm very thankful for that. And I wouldn't mind a few more grandchildren to spend time with.
Well, Ross does. You want to start a family.
And you?
You know, I wasn't too crazy about that at first, but now I think I might. Of course, Ross and I aren't speaking, so.
You can fix that.
He's not listening to me, Dad. I mean, he's listening to me, but he doesn't hear me about Dinah.
Oh, forget Dinah.
I can't. She won't let me.
ladies.
Oh, thank you, yes, for my daughter. Yes. Oh, dear.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Enjoy.
That's all right. You all right? Must be his first day. I think so. Well, I was about to say this is lovely, but it is. Having you all to myself is. I'm so glad you suggested it.
Well, you know, I'm glad you can make it, Mother, because I know how busy you are.
Oh, I'm never too busy for you. Never.
Well, you do have Lewis Oil to run and a wedding to plan and...
Yes, I do. But from now on,
Excuse me,
I
Miss
will
Chamberlain?
always have time for you.
You have
Yes.
a call inside, and Mr. McCullers?
Oh, no.
Was that important?
Yes, it is. Tell Mr. McCullers that I will call him back in about an hour's time.
No,
Thank you.
Mother. Don't be silly. Take the phone call. I'll go powder my nose or something.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course. I'll be fine. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you. I'll come. Thanks. Roger, I didn't see you.
Well, I'm having dinner with my daughter. Thank you again for the book.
Don't mention it. And you're welcome. Excuse me.
You've always enjoyed a challenge. Go for it. I adore these sweltering nights, don't you?
Can't sleep when it's this hot.
I know, and you have to get up and find something else to do. Mind you, washing the lawn furniture was never high on my list.
It doesn't surprise me.
You know, people pay good money to sweat like this. In saunas. Cleans out your pores, flushes all the anger out of your system.
Who are you mad at?
Nobody. I feel like one with humanity. As a matter of fact, I'm even looking forward to your little marriage to my mother.
Why do I find that hard to believe?
No, I mean it, really. At first, I know I wasn't keen on the idea, but now I see that you two are made for each other, and I plan on being the maid of honor.
I hope you don't plan on causing trouble with the ceremony.
What is it going to take for you to believe that I really want your marriage to be a success, huh?
I don't know, Dinah. Because I still believe that you only care about yourself.
Ross? Ross, are you here? Honey? That's great. Ross, it's me. Pick up the phone if you're home, please. Oh, please pick up, sweetheart. I know you're mad at me, but can we please talk about this? Please? That's pathetic. I wouldn't talk to you either. Honey. Hi, have you been working this entire time? I've been worried.
Yes.
Well, that's good. I mean, that means new clients and cases and stuff. You want me to get you something to drink, something cool? It's like a furnace in here. I've been meaning to fix that air conditioner. I guess that's a problem tonight. You know, I'm just gonna keep on talking here, and you can just chime in whenever you feel like it.
It is too hot, and I'm too tired.
And you're still angry at me, aren't you?
Please don't start, Blake.
Well, somebody's got to, and it's obviously not gonna be you.
Look, I am not in the mood for an argument tonight, thanks.
We cannot go to bed until we hammer this out.
Oh, yes, we can. And we had better, or we're gonna have one heck of a fight. Want some iced tea?
I want to have the fight.
I don't.
I'm dying here, Ross.
Well, take a cold shower, huh?
No, I'm not talking about the heat. I'm dying because you will not talk to me.
Blake. Having a sale on in-ground pool.
Damn it, Ross! Talk to me. I don't care what you do. Sing to me, make hand gestures, but communicate to me.
Don't push it.
Say it. You're angry at me for walking out on my mother's wedding and going after my father.
It was not your finest hour.
You're also angry at me because of Dinah.
I know how you feel about my daughter, and I don't care to hear it yet again.
I want to know how you feel about me.
Oh, no, you don't.
I'm paranoid, right? I'm jealous, I'm unreasonable, I'm way off base. Isn't that it?
Stop
That's what
it!
you feel?
It's like living with a 12-year-old. A cruel, vindictive 12-year-old. I warned you not to get into this tonight.
When have I been cruel and vindictive?
When you persist in saying that my daughter had something to do with her own kidnapping in order to get money out of her family.
I believe it.
How could you? She was terrified, abused. The man could have killed her.
That's what it looked like, I know.
Look, Matt Reardon confirmed it. You may have been suspicious at first, and you could have had reason to be, but once Matt corroborated her story, how could you doubt her? So you tell me, how am I supposed to feel when my own wife refuses to stop persecuting my little girl?
She's not a little girl, Russ. She's a grown woman, and she's lied and robbed and cheated her way through life.
Stop it! No more! Who are you, Blake? What the hell happened to the woman I married?
Oh, you are just like Blake. You're so suspicious that you can't even see that I've changed, but I have. You'll see.
You'll forgive me if I don't hold my breath, Dinah.
For example, I did my chores around here. If you haven't noticed, I even did the dishes.
You want credit for that?
Yes, I do. I think I deserve credit because this whole concept of chores is very alien to me, but I applied myself, and I rather enjoyed it. I feel like I'm part of a little community here. Don't laugh. I mean it. I have changed, and I owe it all to you.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you hadn't blackmailed me after the kidnapping, I never would have tried to change, but you said be nice or else, and I did, and now I'm happy. I'm really happy. Really. I hate it when you do that.
Do what?
You shoot me this deep, serious look, and I don't know what you're thinking.
Well, I was just wondering what it's like to be on all the time, where every minute of every day is a performance.
I am not performing. I'm being honest with you.
No, you're telling me what you think I want to hear, so I'll get off your back.
You know, I don't need this.
You know, Diana, I'm wondering, have you ever had a sincere, honest emotion in your life?
Yes, for your information, I'm having a sincere, honest emotion right now. I sincerely loathe your smug, self-righteous, holier-than-everybody attitude. It makes me sick. So do you.
So that's what you think about me, huh? I'm a self-righteous pig.
Well, aren't you? No one's ever good enough for you. You're always so uptight and judgmental. Just ask Bridget. You're always telling her what to do with her life, and you're always telling me what to do with mine.
You know, maybe you're right. Maybe this is a problem for me. What should I do about it?
Loosen up. Get a life.
That's pretty good advice, Diana. Maybe I do need to loosen up a little bit. Will you help me?
Of course I will.
Good. Okay, now that we've planned my whole life and got all my problems worked out, let's talk about yours. Let's talk about yours, Dinah. The whole world owes you a living, and if you don't get it on a silver platter, then you think that justifies lying and stealing. Well, I'm here to tell you, get a life, Dinah. You don't need it.
Stop it!
You're intelligent. You're smart. You're
I'm good
pretty.
in bed.
Well, I'm sure you are.
And what are you going to do about that?
We're going to be a family, Dinah. What do you say we call off the war?
It's a thought.
Make peace, bury the hatchet?
I might consider a temporary truce.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I don't know what happened to the woman you married. Maybe she's feeling like some nasty stepmother in a fairy tale. Old, wrinkled, and unloved. Do you think that I want it to be like this, Ross?
I don't know. I don't know what you want anymore.
Well, until you face the fact that Dinah has some serious problems.
Don't we all? As her father, I know that my daughter's done some things wrong, some things illegal, too, but she is not cruel, and she loves her family.
Oh, really?
Given half a chance, she'd even love you, but you won't give her that chance because you have this ugly competitive streak.
Okay, fine. I'm a horrible person, and I won't go to heaven, but Dinah...
Oh, your sarcasm is juvenile.
All right, I'm juvenile then, but I'm a woman, and I'm in love with you, Ross. And I'm not going to let your daughter break your heart over and over again. Ross, I'm not saying this right, okay? The deal is, Dinah has a chance. She could be a human being again. She really could, but you have to make her.
What does that mean?
It means that you have to be hard on her. You can't let her get away with these stunts like kidnapping, her own kidnapping.
How many times do I have to say this? She had nothing to do with the kidnapping.
She had everything to do with it.
That's not what Matt Reardon says.
Matt Reardon wears pants, which disqualifies him from thinking clearly about Dinah Marlar.
Good. You're juvenile and sexist. I'm going to bed.
Oh.
I'll be in the guest room, all right?
No. You cannot do this to us.
Take the other fan. It's going to be a hot one tonight.
You're dead.
All right.
Stop it. Gotcha.
Oh, really? Why am I the one on top?
I have hustled you, and you know it.
Maybe I planned it that way.
Yeah, right.
It's a hot night. The water feels good. So what do you say? Do we make peace for real?
Yeah. I don't trust you.
You don't trust me.
No, I don't trust you. You know, you are blackmailing me. If you tell anyone about my deal with Victor, I will be on the next train to nowhere. So my question to you is, are you going to tell anyone that I plan to make money on this kidnapping? Huh? Answer me, would you?
You know, Dinah, I really don't get off on blackmailing people. But in your case, I made an exception. You're out to get me.
That is not true.
Sorry. Come on, admit it. That's the last thing you want is to see your mother and I walk down the aisle together. Just tell the truth.
Okay. Fine. I think that you're both making a huge mistake. I think this engagement is completely absurd, totally ridiculous, and I've come up with about 100 ways in my mind to break you up. I actually even considered seducing you. Sacrificing myself to save my mother from this terrible marriage, if you can believe that.
Oh, I can believe it.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't matter anyway. Because you both love each other, and you're going to go through with it, and there's absolutely nothing I could possibly do to lure you away. Is there?
Not in a million years.
So, I give up. You have my blessing, get married, be fruitful, and multiply, and whatever.
You're not going to cause trouble.
I have better things to do with my life. Honestly, Matt, I'm not going to stand in your way anymore.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
You're all wet.
No kidding. Well, this wet look is all the rage in Paris, you know.
Come on, let's get a towel. I can fix this, by the way.
You better. But, you know, you still haven't answered my question. Are you going to tell anyone about this kidnapping stuff?
I don't see any reason to do that now.
You promise? And I will just sleep a lot better knowing that this is all behind me, Matt.
Secret's safe with me. Yeah.
Breathing.
You okay?
Honey, what? Nice, Rose. Drive her out of the house. Her 6-month wedding anniversary gift. She loved it. Back then, I knew what she wanted.
You're shivering. Better get out of those clothes.
Really? I thought you'd never ask.
Good night, Dinah. Go to bed.
Night.
Are you out of your mind?
Well, hello to you too, Blake.
I guess Dinah added another notch to her chastity belt, eh?
Oh, come on. 5 minutes ago, we were ready to kill each other.
Yeah, 3 minutes ago, you were telling off her new by a little body. Aren't you supposed to be engaged to her mother?
Now, you're the one that's out of your mind, Blake. Come on.
You're smarter than that, Matt. You've seen her in operation before.
Nothing happened between Dinah and me, and nothing ever will. Okay? You want to tell me what this is all about?
Ross and I are in trouble.
Come on, you guys are the happiest couple I know.
No, that was B.D. before Dinah.
Look, I know she's caused a lot of troubles for you guys, but you got through it. You'll get through this.
Maybe not. See, I based everything on one true statement. Dinah was out to make money on her own kidnapping. I know it's true. You know it's true. Ross doesn't believe it, though, which means he thinks that I am lying, which means he thinks I am out to destroy his daughter, which means we're not talking, we're not even sleeping together, all because I'm telling the truth.
Sorry about that, Blake.
You are responsible, man.
Oh, come on, you can't hold...
Listen to me, I understand why you didn't tell the police about Dinah's little connection with Victor, okay? You were trying to protect Vanessa. But I only spoke up because I was positive you were gonna back me up. And when you didn't, you kind of left me flying in the breeze, looking like a mean, vindictive woman. Matt.
What do you want me to do, Blake?
Tell the truth.
That's not so easy.
Sure it is. You just open your mouth.
It's a can of worms that I promised I wouldn't open.
Who did you promise that to?
Dinah. And myself.
I can't tell you what to do. I'm just gonna give you the facts. If you don't tell the truth, and soon, my marriage will be over.
Matt, are you still up? I think it's cooled off a bit. You know, this heat reminds me of summers in Nice. The days were just sweltering, and then at night a breeze would come in off of the Mediterranean and just cool everything off, and we'd sit at a little cafe and sip wine. We should all go there someday. I'll take you to my favorite cafe, the most beautiful place. It's a gem. Nobody knows it's even there. But for now, Springfield will have to be our little piece of the Riviera.
Sounds lovely, but I think after tonight you might be traveling alone.
Honey? Matt, what are you doing here at this hour?
I figured you'd be up.
Yeah, with a heat wave, I can't sleep.
Yeah. I saw Blake.
And what did Blake have to say?
Well, she's upset. Could I come in?
Yes.
Thanks. I hate being in this position. I normally don't stick my nose in other people's business, but I think I can help. If you promise me what I'm going to tell you won't leave this room.
All right, what do you have to say?
It's about Dinah. It's a few things I think you should know.
Matt, if you're running interference for Blake, then yes, you're right. You shouldn't stick your nose in other people's business.
I feel like that I'm to blame for part of the problems you guys are having, and I think I should see it through.
Okay, what is it you have to tell me?
The truth, if you're ready to hear it.
So what do you there is? You are wicked.
Let's talk about the wicked stepchild, shall we?
Let's not.
This is not a social visit.
Oh, too bad. I was going to offer you some wine. We could chat.
Love to chat, but not about the weather.
Well, Gino, there's something you can't blame on me, although you do blame everything else on me. I wish that you would stop it, because it's really screwing up my life. Besides that, you're repeating yourself a lot, and it's getting very boring.
Oh, not so fast, because I might say something that will surprise you.
Blake is upset, bordering on the irrational. So whatever it is she said about Dinah, take it with a grain of salt.
I'm the one who has something to say, Ross.
Want to say something worthwhile? Get Blake to stop saying that Dinah masterminded her own kidnapping. You know, if I weren't her husband, I'd sue her. I'd have her in court for slander.
You'd lose. It's true.
Now you're telling me that Dinah was involved in her kidnapping. You expect me to believe it?
I know it's difficult.
It was preposterous. It's ridiculous.
It's true, Ross. I was there.
It can't be. You told me that she was handcuffed when you walked in, correct? You told me that.
Yeah, she was.
You also told me that the both of you were being held at gunpoint and she was terrified. Does that sound like something that she would plan?
She was terrified.
Look, this whole thing has been a strain on everybody, and I know that stories, they get stretched, they get embellished.
Think about it. She knew Victor.
Yes, I know that, and she told me that willingly. I also know about the money that she owed him.
She's been after the money ever since she hit Springfield. That's why she came back, to get the money.
Not the only reason that she came back. She came back to see me, and she came back to see Vanessa Matt. She didn't do this. What she did do was probably save Peter's life.
She did do that, yes. She kept Victor away from Peter. You're right.
She hid out all night with the kid to keep him safe. And does anybody remember that?
I'm not taking that away from her. That happened, yes, but Dinah didn't stop there. She worked the angle. She pushed the envelope.
It's impossible.
Look, she was into the man for $70,000. You know, she saw that as a way to parlay it into $2 million in a 50-50 split with the kidnapping and ransom.
I don't want to hear this, Matt.
No, I don't want to be telling you this, but I don't like what it's doing to you and Blake. I was there, Ross.
And you could have misunderstood.
I didn't. That's the way it happened. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, Blake has been trying to tell me this for an awfully long time.
Maybe you should listen to her.
Is that what you think? That I'm the one trying to mess up your life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from the minute we met.
Now, why would I do that? Out of jealousy, spite? What sick motive would your twisted brain attribute to me, Dinah?
I cannot even begin to guess what your motives are, but I imagine it has something to do with a father fixation, and I find that very sick.
Oh, no, dear, because you were the one who's trying to mess up my life. It was great before you entered into it.
Moan and groan, whine and cry. Here we go again. Tell tragedy.
Oh, there are no words in any language that could describe what I think of you.
Yeah, I know, Blake. You've made it very clear you hate my guts. Oh, well.
I hate what you're doing to your father.
I don't want to talk about this.
Well, too bad, because we're going to.
What's the matter? Did you two have another little spat?
Oh, you'd love to hear that, wouldn't you? You would just love to hear that we split, that what we had is just up in smoke.
Is it?
No, it's not. But you're going to be. You know, you're just like this little kid playing with matches. You're lighting these fires, then you're watching them smolder. You don't care who gets burnt, who gets hurt.
Is this little analogy your way of blaming the 5th Street fire on me, too?
You're playing with too many people's lives, Dinah. Your mother's, your father's, mine.
Listen, my mother could care less about me, and if you had your way, Dad wouldn't either. And as for you, if you weren't so petty and jealous and hell-bent on getting rid of me, then your life wouldn't be so messed up.
You don't get to do that. You don't get to make this my fault.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's because it's my fault. Everything's my fault.
You are the one who lied. You came into this town. You used every single person. You used your mother, you used your father. You even used Matt. But it's not going to work, because sooner than later, the truth is gonna come out.
What are you talking about? What do you mean about Matt? What?
Nothing.
What did he say to you?
Nobody has to say anything to me, Dinah. You're so easy to read like a back of the cereal box.
Where is he? Where is Matt?
I don't know.
Tell me, where did he go?
It's too late, Dinah.
Damn it.
You're twisting it. Dinah feared for her life. She pretended to go along with Victor.
It's more than that.
She said what she had to say. It's a syndrome where they identify with the kidnappers.
I don't know what it is, but Dinah's not suffering from it, Ross.
Why did you wait so long to say this, huh? Why didn't you say it before?
I didn't see the point.
Oh, so you lied. To the police. You lied to me. You lied to Vanessa. Now, you said it yourself, that Dinah was as much as a victim as you were.
I didn't tell the whole truth, and I'm sorry for what it's done to you and Blake.
And that's what this is all about, really, isn't it? Blake convinced you to come along with this absurd story. I know that my wife can be very persuasive when she wants to be.
I'm here because it's the right thing to do.
What are you going to tell Vanessa? Have you thought about that?
I'm not going to tell her.
Oh, I'm supposed to buy this. But it's not believable enough for you to tell the woman that you're going to marry. Is
No,
that it?
you can handle it, Ross. Vanessa can't. I did this in the first place to protect her.
She wouldn't buy that any more than I do.
No, you're right. She needs to believe in her daughter. If she thought for 1 minute that Dinah put her through all this grief just to get her hands on the money, it would kill her. And you know it.
Dinah has been perfect since she was released, a changed person.
Absolutely she has. I was holding this over her head. I told her if she didn't straighten up, that I would tell the truth.
You know that Blake has been suspicious of Dinah ever since she got to town.
That doesn't make her wrong, Ross.
What's happening tonight, huh? Hi. Must be the heat. Just left the boarding house. Blake was saying the most incredible things to me, and then I come in here and Matt's visiting at this hour. What's going on?
Matt just told me that you planned your own kidnapping.
How could you say such a thing?
Is it true?
You acted like my friend. You don't believe him? Please tell me you would not buy such a ridiculous accusation, Daddy.
I should get going.
Oh, yes, go now that you've come in here and done your dirty work. No, first you tell him that it's not true.
Good night.
I want to know what happened with Victor Patchen. The truth.
Daddy, Matt hates me. He has always hated me, and he lied.
Dinah, I want the truth.
Who are you going to believe, your own daughter or Matt Reardon?
I want to believe you.
Then don't let Matt or Blake poison your mind. She's doing it, you know. I don't want to badmouth your wife because I have tried to be her friend. I have really tried with her.
I want you to tell me about the kidnapping.
Daddy, no matter what I do or say, Blake is determined to make me look bad in your eyes. And I don't know why. I don't understand. I'm not a threat to her. Right? I mean, of course I love you, but I'm your daughter. She's your wife. I know the difference, so why doesn't she? It's really hot in here, huh?
Keep talking, Dinah.
Well, I'll tell you, it breaks my heart. It really does. I don't know why she's doing this. She is smart and beautiful, and her life is together, and mine is a mess. You think she'd want to help me out, especially after this ordeal that I've been through. I'm just trying, Daddy, to get my life back, and this hurts. It really hurts so much that people would wrongly accuse me just because, what, they don't like me? Please believe me. Please. I love you. I would not lie to you.
Dinah.
Daddy, if you don't believe me, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's all right, honey. It's all right.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you. I don't care what anyone else says as long as you trust me. And You know, Matt, he comes in here, he pretends to be my friend, and then he comes in here and he badmouths me. You know, I wasn't going to tell you this before, but now I have to.
Tell me what, honey?
Well, why he came here, the real reason. He has been hitting on me, and he doesn't want me to tell Mother, so that's why he got all buddy-buddy with Blake, and he went along with her.
Matt made a pass at you?
Well, that's the old-fashioned way of putting it, but yes. Yes, he did. He tried to get me to sleep with him. You believe me, don't you?
I did until just now.
You saw Dinah?
Yeah, she showed up when I was still there talking to Ross.
Sorry, I have a big mouth.
Yeah, well, it's all right. I'd finished saying what I'd gone there to say.
You told him. Thank you.
He had a right to know.
How'd he take it?
Hard. He tried to deny it.
Dinah?
Oh, well, she denied it from the word go. Slipped right into her victim mode.
Tears brimming, I bet, huh?
I didn't stick around for the performance.
How was he when you left?
Numb, I think.
I'm afraid that he's gonna fall for her act again.
Maybe not. I mean, no father wants to think the worst of his daughter.
If he didn't believe you, then that's it, because there's no hope for us. I can't go on with Ross like this.
Sorry, Blake, I tried.
I know.
You want me to hang out with you for a while?
No, that's okay. You've done enough. I need to be alone.
Okay. Good night.
Okay, so maybe I exaggerated a little bit about Matt, but still, you can't possibly believe that ridiculous lie.
Stop it right now. Don't you have 1 ounce of remorse in you?
I didn't do anything, Daddy.
What you did was not a childish prank. It was a crime.
I'm not a criminal.
If you're not a 2-time criminal, Dinah, what are you? What the hell are you?
Nobody was hurt.
Nobody? Nobody was hurt?
Well, I mean, nobody lost anything.
The police were out looking for you, which means they weren't there for the people who really needed them.
Don't yell at me.
You're lucky I don't throttle you. Do you have any idea what you've done to me? What you have done to your mother, our family, friends? Dear God, you put Matt's life in danger.
No, don't listen to him.
Every day that you were gone, you know something? I was on my knees begging God to send you back to me. I'd keep it together all day to help your mother cope, but then I'd come back here and I'd just start crying again and again and again.
Don't do this,
Dinah,
Daddy, please.
why did you do this? Was it for the attention? Was it for the money? Are you that callous? Are you that disconnected from the consequences of your own actions? By God, I'm telling you, you are going to learn from this. I failed you as a father because I didn't recognize you for what you really are, and I kept giving you excuses. It was because of your adoption. It was because of your childhood, but no more. It is time for you to grow up.
Don't hate me, Daddy, please.
I have been such a fool. A fool because I believed you instead of my wife. And listen to me, young lady. Don't you ever say another word against that woman. Get out. Go back to the boarding house.
No. Daddy, please.
Don't say anything to me. I don't trust you, and it's going to be a long, long time before I ever do. Get out. That's right, Lou. I'm looking for my wife. Well, I don't know why you find that so amusing. We had a disagreement. She didn't come home last night. Lou, never mind, all right? Thanks for all your help. You're here.
Well, I didn't think you would be. I thought you were taking an early deposition.
I canceled that in hopes that you'd be coming home. I have a confession to make.
So do I.
It's my fault.
What is?
The whole damn thing. You and I, the fighting. I was wrong about Dinah, and I was certainly wrong to blindly defend her.
You're her father. Of course, it's natural.
There's no excusing it. After she took the money from the Fifth Street ball, I should have realized that she was capable of anything. Good Lord, how stupid could I be?
Ross, you are loyal to the people you love. That is a quality that is so rare these days.
Don't do that. That's making it too easy.
What kind of father would you be if you didn't stand up for your daughter? I mean, Dinah put everybody through the horror of a kidnapping just to get her hands on some money. Of course you couldn't believe it.
I rationalized her behavior and blamed it on the obvious, like her childhood. You know, which was not exactly normal. She still feels that she was abandoned, which is not far from the truth.
Oh, you did not abandon her. You didn't even know she existed.
Honey, all I am saying is that somewhere along the line, Dinah's values got all screwed up, and that contributes to where we are today.
And it's very sad.
And I naively assumed that once she started living with us, she would change. You know, with a family and the support and even a regular job to go to. I thought that would straighten her out.
Ross, if there was anybody in the entire world who could straighten that girl out, it's you. I guess maybe we're just asking too much of... This girl has been bumming around Europe for a couple of years with some really rotten people.
Yeah, but I still can't believe she did that to me. And I can't believe how badly I treated you. You were just trying to get me to face the truth, and I put you through hell, and that's inexcusable.
I love you. And that's the only thing that matters.
Thank you. So that's my confession. What's yours?
I do have a confession. I'm not very proud of it. In fact, I'm pretty ashamed.
You have nothing to be ashamed of.
I was jealous of Dinah. I was jealous of how much you love her.
Honey, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, don't you dare be sorry, because I was childish, and I was spiteful.
I love you more than I could possibly love anybody else, and that includes my own daughter.
I love you so much. I don't think there are words to describe it.
You want to know how we got off track?
How did we get off track?
Well, after a while, I knew that Dinah was a conniving little thing, but I chose to ignore it in hopes that it would just go away. I was a fool, and it almost wrecked our marriage.
Well, if I hadn't been so jealous, I could have handled it better. I could have helped you deal with Dinah.
You can't deal with Dinah. She's a selfish, spoiled brat.
She's your daughter, and you cannot disown her.
Well, can't I?
No, and you won't because you love her.
Yeah, well, she has to learn the consequences of her actions.
I think she's already found that out.
I doubt it. But she's never going to come between us. I'm going to make damn sure of that.
The same goes for Roger. I've been blind to his faults. I didn't listen to anything you had to say about him. I totally excused everything that he did. And I was so insensitive to you. No more. No more.
Thank you. Oh, honey. Now I know we're gonna make it.
The more and more I think about it, and the more and more I see an upside to Frank shutting down his PI business.
Good. I am really in the mood for an upside.
Yeah. I get to see more of you.
There you go. Upward, ever upward.
Breakfast, Every single morning, lunch, every single day you can possibly make it. Candlelit dinners. Just like we used to have when we were going out together.
If memory serves, honey, we didn't do all that much eating when we first started going out, okay? Although I do remember a few strawberries in the bed, strawberries in the limousine, in the clothes hamper, strawberries at the bar at the top of the tower.
And your desk. I loved your desk.
I still have that desk.
When I first fell in love with you, Ross, I felt like I was being hit by a freight train. I didn't even see it coming. But then once I figured out what it was, I never wanted to let it go.
Last night, when you didn't come home, there I was in bed, holding your broken earring, staring up at the ceiling. Just flat out empty. I need you, honey. I love you and I want you with me forever.
I am never not coming home again. I'm never leaving you. I was scared to have a baby before, Ross. I didn't think I could handle it. But now I can. I know. I want to. I want to have your child, Ross. I want to know that what we have forever.
You can count on that.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Our baby?
May have just been conceived.
Well, if not, we do have other chances.
Lots and lots of chances.
Our baby has a nice ring to it, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does. You think Dinah will mind?
Who the hell cares, honey?
Yeah, who cares?
I'm not going to think about that, much less worry about it.
Me either.
So you remember now, we have a pact.
Yeah.
Dinah and Roger are not going to come between us again.
Yeah.
Ow, honey, what are you doing?
I want us to seal this pledge packed in blood. That way we never, ever forget.
I have a better way to seal it.